It's a Teen Talks Kitten podcast where I embarrass myself. Hello, 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 and welcome to episode number 115 of the Teen Talks Kitten podcast. My name is Van Gogh. I hope you guys are all doing very, very, very well. Before we start, make sure you follow, share, and like. Yikes. Make sure you follow, share, and like a Teen Talks Game podcast wherever you listen on all audio platforms or whatever the normal podcast people say. I have made new intro stuff, like the new music, and then the program of the week intro and outro stuff. I literally have finished it. I just need to transfer the files over to my computer from GarageBand so I can put them on the podcast. But like, I literally hate files. I literally hate files. Files hate me. They're always getting corrupted. They're always getting deleted. They always get lost in my email somehow. Like it always goes wrong when it comes to me and any type of file. So I don't actually know if I'm gonna get them onto this episode. But if you heard that, or you heard the Teen Talk Skating podcast, consider yourself lucky that I was able to even get it on there at that point. Honestly, um, but hopefully I was able to get it on there. I don't know. I'm kind of talking from the past, I guess. So hopefully future me is able to get it on to the episode. But I hope you guys are doing very well. I'm so overwhelmed. I feel like I have so much work to do, and finals are coming up. April and May are like the busiest academic seasons, and I just feel like I don't have the chance to appreciate some things like nature and stuff like that. Like I just have to keep on working and like do a lot of menial stuff that isn't not gonna matter in the future. I'm just like literally though. But anyway, if you guys are doing very, very well, let's go over to our program of the week because we have a lot to talk about this episode. So I'm very excited. Very, very excited. Program of the week. All right, our program of the week this week is from a skater that, if you've been on the podcast for a while, you know I love this skater. I love her programs, and that is Miss Carolina Kostner of Italy. This is her 2017 Europeans Free Skate, not a program I originally enjoyed a lot. It's opera music. It's really not my cup of tea. Her music was Nessi Dominus cum dederit by Antonio Vivaldi, performed by Sandrine Piau. This is an opera piece. This is a very fancy piece. Honestly, now that I look back at it, I feel like this is one of the most sophisticated programs I've watched. It feels like a regal fashion show that you're watching. It feels like I'm too like common. I'm such a commoner. I can't be watching this kind of program, right? Like it generally does feel so sleek and sophisticated. And Carolina Costner, I feel like throughout her competitive career very much had that quality of getting you to feel exactly what she wanted you to feel. This program was choreographed by Laurie Nickel, and they have just so many beautiful works together. Laurie Nickel's programs for Carolyn Costner always hit, but this program is just so stoic. And Carolyn Costner does not show a lot of emotion through this program, but that's almost the point. It's almost too fancy for you to understand. In the beginning of the program, she kind of sways back and forth, and she skates a little bit back and forth. Nice crossovers into the triple toe, big explosive jumps, but then they're landed so gracefully, so elegantly. Just so nice, so nice. Triple flip is, very fought for, very, very, yeah, not the best landing, but she got there in the end. The jumps in this program, I feel like don't really matter. What matters is like the step sequence in this program. Or yeah, the step sequence is the first of the two sequences, and the step sequence is elegant. It's a little small, but at the same time, it fills up the whole arena. She really does command you to look at her. The shapes that she makes with her body, the shapes that she makes with her blades. There's this beautiful moment in the step scene where she does this very elegant kind of back spiral moment right in front of the judges. It's really beautiful. Some of the steps she's just unexpectedly turning. Just you never know where she's gonna really take you with her steps. It's not really straightforward. She bends up, she bends down, she twists her body this way, hands everywhere, and it feels like a mesmerizing dream that you're stuck in this regality that's just so it's so good. Jumps in the second half also pretty good, nice. Triple Salchow ends off the program very nicely. Beautiful choreo sequence. I feel like Caroline Costner never did a a lot of Ina Bowers in her career, but she does do one in this program. It's absolutely stunning. Beautiful back bend. I wish it was held just a little bit longer. Then a beautiful split jump as well. Just she was really good at controlling those split jumps. Kind of another kind of back spiral-ish moment. The last spin, so slow in a good way, if that makes sense. Like I don't want all my spins to be fast, fast, fast. Like this one takes the time to really relax on the viewer's eye. And this one, the music the whole time is this very operatic voice, very classical, and she really reaches it. And she ends off the program kind of looking at the heavens, and it just feels so fitting that you've been. I don't know. It's so fancy. This is like a fashion show in a program, right? And not a fun fashion show, like a slow, elegant, expensive fashion show. And it's a beautiful program. Please go check it out. Carolina Costner, her 2017 European Streetscape to Nisi Dominus cum Dederit by Antonio Vivaldi, performed by Sandrine Piao. Now it's time for our main episode. Yay, I hope the thingy works. Who knows? That was your program of the week. Alrighty, folks. So our main episode this week, because the season is over. Last week, if you didn't check it out, last week I reviewed the final two events: the men's event and the Icings event of the 2026 World Figure Skating Championships, the last event of the season. And so now the season is over. The 2026 Olympics, 2025, 2026, sorry, Olympic season is officially over. I actually find that quite hard to believe. I feel like it has gone by so fast and has gone by so slow at the same time. I don't know. It's just like it's been such a whirlwind this whole season. I literally remember like Cranberry Cup. I literally remember August and Cranberry Cup and the whole Isabel Levito dress scandal. I don't know. I don't know if anyone else remembers that, but like we were all debating over like why is she wearing her training clothes? And like it was so dumb, people. It was so dumb. Let Isabel wear what she wants to wear. Like, oh my gosh. Isabel's the best. But this season has felt like a whole roller coaster, right? So many big moments, so many important moments. Some skaters had the skates of their life, some skaters just had the season of their life, so many big season trajectories to look at. Um so many skaters that had that moment of their career. And so this episode is kind of a fun episode. I'm calling it kind of like the stories of the season. My favorite moments of the 2025-2026 Olympic figure skating season. So again, season trajectories, special stories, the most inspirational moments, any comebacks, stuff like that. Like that's all in this episode. So I'm really going over kind of quick overview of like, I don't know, maybe 40 different, not 40, is this 40? Like 30-ish different skaters and there are moments in this season that just really fascinated me, that I really enjoyed watching, that um were just such important moments for me, such important um just a very good moments, just very good moments. Does that make sense? And I feel like there's so many skaters that had just that had that very beautiful moment in their career this season. And there's been I don't know, I love figure skating obviously. So there's just so many important moments in figure skating where I'm like, dang, that was such a good competition for this skater. That was such a good, amazing event. That was such an amazing skate. They skated really well when it really mattered. Anything that was like that kind of level of like, dang, that was such a beautiful, beautiful moment, inspirational, something I'll take forward. Not like for the rest of my life, but you know what I mean? Like just like those moments where I'll just be like, oh my gosh, that was so beautiful and amazing. I'm so happy that I was able to witness that. I was able to see that. Like I don't know, stuff like that. Okay, sorry. I'm like remembering to add a couple skaters here. Let me see. Okay. But yeah, just like good moments, good feel good moments. Maybe that's what I should call this like whole episode is like the feel good moments of the 2025-2026 season. What moments made me feel really good inside? What moments made me feel like there was hope for humanity left? What moments made me feel like, there was something left to live for in this world, etc. Right? What moments were there? Okay. Let's see it. Let's see it, right, people? Let's see it. Let's see it. I mean, let's start off with the men, and let's start off like kind of strong with the men's category, right? Let's start off pretty strong in the men's category. I'm putting this out there. I think Steven Gogolev's whole season was like one of my top 5 moments of this season, if that makes sense. Steven Gogolev just really, really just had the season of his life. He decided to wake up, and he's been around for a while. I think he was eligible actually for the last Olympics, if I remember correctly. Didn't skate well enough to get Canada's 2 spots there, one of their 2 spots at that Olympics. He went to this Olympics, taking up Canada's 1 spot, and it just felt like this whole season has been kind of a, I don't know, kind of a Stephen Gogla kind of season. It started off pretty good. He medaled at Cranberry Cup. He was third at Cranberry Cup, and then he went to Nebelhorn Trophy. He won the gold at Nebelhorn Trophy. Then he went to Finlandia Trophy. He was third at Finlandia Trophy, his first Grand Prix medal. And then he goes to Canadian Nationals, and he won the gold at Canadian Nationals. And it was like, whoa, by a huge score over his domestic rival Roman Sadovsky, who we'll get to next. But then he goes through the Olympic team event and he skates so well for Team Canada. It was, high pressure situation, your first Olympics. He skated so well in the individual event in the men's event. He places fourth at your first Olympics, placing fourth. After you're a skater who like a lot of people thought like, whoa, like what the heck? Where did you come from? Placing fourth at the Olympics after being kind of unknown for the last few, not unknown, but definitely not, unfortunately injured in his case or not really in the spotlight in these past few seasons, and all of a sudden having this big renaissance in your Olympic season. A lot of people have called it the Gogo Renaissance, the Gogolev Renaissance. I kind of forgot. But Steven Gogolev just really decided to come out and like, yeah, hey, like I'm here too. Fourth place at the Olympics. Goes to Worlds, fourth place at Worlds as well. I am very excited to see what the future holds for Steven Gogolev because I truly feel like it could go kind of anywhere. And I don't know. I really do hope that this season was a good sign of this is like the new era of Steven Gogolev. He's had pretty clean performances this whole season. I don't think he's had 2 completely clean performances yet, but I see it happening soon. I see him getting a really big score soon, getting even more quads. He's done quadlets in the past, for example. And what an amazing season from a skater who I really just didn't even consider maybe at the beginning of the season as like an Olympic threat, an Olympic podium threat. But by the end of the season, he was genuinely a threat for the world podium. And he ended up placing fourth. Fourth at Olympics and fourth at Worlds is pretty dang impressive for Steven Gogolev. And I don't know. I'm very excited to see what the future holds for Steven Gogolev and, the future he has in Canadian men's skating. Speaking of Canadian men's skating, the next skater I want to talk about is Roman Zadovsky because, oh my gosh, Roman Zadovsky's I don't know, such a good, I don't know, a bittersweet season, right? Roman Zadovsky has been the leading Canadian man for the last few seasons since 2023 ish, after the last Olympic cycle. This whole quad has been a struggle here and there. There's been moments I remember when he was first after the short at the 2022 MK John Wilson Trophy, and then he dropped down pretty far after the free skate. But this season in particular, he won his first international title at the Cranberry Cup. Was a really good program. Did a couple of the competitions in the fall. I think he was fourth at Finlandia Trophy. He went to Canadian Nationals, and it was a really heartbreaking competition because he didn't do that well in the short program. The free skate, it was good. It was emotional. His Claire de Lune, God, what's the other name of the song? By Cody Fry. Can't remember now, but the free skate was so emotional, and at the end, he was in tears because it was a really clean free skate, pretty clean free skate. Had a fall in one of the quad salves, but it was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful program. It brought him to tears. It brought Kurt Browning to tears when he was commentating it. It almost brought me to tears because it was such an emotional program. And I don't know, maybe Roman Sawski is not going to skate anymore. Maybe it is his final season, but what a way to go out at your last Canadian Nationals if it is. Such a beautiful program for Roman Sadowski. Another big highlight this season for me from Georgia was Mika Igadze winning the gold at Europeans. It was one of those situations where a skater really took advantage of the field and said, "Hey, like if no one else is gonna skate clean, like let me sneak in a little bit." And Mika Igadze in at Europeans this season in Sheffield just really did amaze the audience. Really great skating from him. Um, highlight of the season for him as well. Okay, let's talk about Matteo Rizzo though, because Matteo Rizzo from Italy, oh my gosh, one of the moments of the Olympics, honestly, maybe the moment, I don't know, maybe not the moment of the Olympics for me, but one of the top moments of the Olympics for me was Matteo Rizzo and the team event bronze for Team Italy. He knew he had to skate clean. It was either going to be Team Italy or Team Georgia for that team event bronze. And you could tell Matteo Rizzo wanted it badly because he skated lights out in Milan that night. So beautiful. I watched it live on TV. You could feel the emotion, I feel like, in the building. It was skating at home in Italy, obviously his skate was going to determine if Italy was going to win the team bronze or not. And the emotion, the last triple flip, that clean landing, the yell out when he lands it, the beautiful spread eagle, the cheeky grin towards the judges at the end of the program, kind of collapsing on the ice after the music finishes, running towards Team Italy. So many beautiful moments. And I truly think that Matteo Rizzo and that 2026 free skate at the team event for the Olympics for Team Italy is just one of those moments that defines what this sport is all about. This sport is about those big moments where you did it. You did it not just for yourself, but for your country, for all the people watching you. And that's going to be one of those special moments I'm going to remember forever. I feel like it still gives me kind of goosebumps talking about it. And now I kind of want to go back and rewatch the program for Matteo Rizzo because just such an amazing team event performance from him when it really did matter. He really needed to sell that program. He really needed to land all those jumps, and he did. And it's a beautiful moment for Matteo such as so good, so good. All right, let's talk about Yuma Kageyama and his whole season. I feel like his season has been a season of attrition, a season of a lot of struggles, a season of a lot of complications. But I want to point out just how like resilient I feel like Yuma Kageyama is. Hasn't had a lot of clean skates this season at all. Hasn't been the best skater this season maybe in terms of consistency and the cleanliness and the jumps and everything. Where he did shine was just one of those few moments where he let all the emotion out. I'll remember the short program at the team event for the Olympics. Beautiful short program for the team event. Just the stunning, the funkiness of it, the fun, just the fun vibes of it, and how really letting himself perform. I think it's God, what is it? Stevie Wonder or something? I can't even remember, but it's a nice program, and the show program is really dang fun. It's a really dang fun program, and it was so much energy when he skated it in the show program at the team event. Yeah, it's a Stevie Wonder program, and then his free skate, particularly at Worlds, he hadn't had a clean free skate all season, but at Worlds he had that turn dot moment, and that program just feels so majestic and so regal and so grand in every sense of that word, I feel like. So big and bold and grand is that program from Mia Kageyama. Great program from him. I'm so happy that he was able to get, a really good ending to his season after all of it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, Kazuki Tomono. Oh my gosh, I will always cry about Kazuki Tomono. Kazuki Tomono. Ah, man, trying to make the Olympics for the third time around, not making it, but still, Kazuki Tomono is a skater who just has just so much energy to give, and I feel like whenever I see him skate, whenever I see Kazuki Tomono skate, it just brings me so much joy to realize that this is what figure skating is really about. It's about enjoying this kind of thing. His fourth place at Skate Canada, but I will always remember his third place at Skate America. First, after the short program, of course, really wanted to have that clean free skate to get first there as well. Messy competition in Skate America in Lake Placid, but that free skate to oh god, what's the name of the music? The free skate music. What is his free skate music name? I can't. Halston by Stephen Mochio. Oh my god, that program is stunning. It was a moment. It really was a moment for me to watch that program. It was a moment for me to see what art was and how it translated on the ice. It's a stunning program. Goes to Japanese nationals, sixth place at Japanese nationals. I really don't care. An alternate for the Olympic team yet again. Fourth place at Fort Continents. But I know he hasn't really had clean programs in forever, but just a beautiful skater, and it really that program, I'm gonna remember Skate America Free Skate forever because I was so emotional watching that program from Fuzzy Kitamono. It really did bring me to, like, almost the tears. It was so beautiful. Um of course, I feel like we should talk about Shun Sato. Shun Sato has had a really good program, not program, season. I feel like Shun Sato was, like, one of the more consistent skaters this whole season on the men's side. Won that bronze at the Olympics, obviously, after I think an eighth place short or something, moved up in the free to third place overall was beautiful. The team event moment for Team Japan as well. Really good free skate for Team Japan for Shun Sato there as well. Third place at Worlds as well. And I don't know, I do think that Shinsato has even higher ceiling to reach, even higher of a ceiling to go towards. It's gonna be interesting to see where Shinsato goes. I feel like his Firebird was but such a well composed program. It was a really good program, really well put together. Um, Very much accentuated his qualities. Very good. All right. Uh, Four more men that I want to talk about this whole season. Donovan Carrillo of Mexico is one of them, just because he's a fan favorite. Not just because he's a fan favorite, but because he's just so fun to watch. Donovan Carrillo, going to the Olympic qualify. I'm gonna remember the Olympic qualifier competition. His short program was wow. It was bold. It was expressive. It was so, I don't know. It was almost a little risque. I don't know. It was so much fun to see Donovan Carrillo really, really. He's such a good performer, and that show program to Hip Hip Chin Chin at the Olympic qualifier event in Beijing was a really great program. So clean, so nice to see from him. Free skate to Elvis was also really fun, really on point. Just a fun skater. I really do think that Donovan Carrillo is one of those skaters who I just like. I really want him to get. I want him to have that moment in the future. Maybe he's gonna continue skating. I really hope he gets like a Grand Prix medal eventually, or sneaks his way onto a Fort Collins podium or something. Because I just feel like he's had so many great performances over the years. Maybe not the cleanest skater, maybe not from the biggest country, but just a great performer. He's so well versed at using his music to the best of his advantage, and his hip hip chin chin is great. All right, of course, we have to talk about the Olympic champion from Kazakhstan. That is Mikhail Shaidorov. Oh my gosh, like really unexpected, right? We had that world silver last year at Worlds in 2025 in Boston. And then the whole fall season, it was like, okay, Shaidorov, okay, like you're doing well. Not the best, but you're doing well. I think he was like fifth or something, a sixth at Grand Prix final. And it was kind of like, okay, like you're doing really good. Alright, like, alright, okay, go you. Um, I have always been on his free skate this whole season. I was like, this free skate is not that bad. I feel like a lot of people thought it was like the worst free skate they've ever seen in their life, and they were really exaggerating it. I enjoyed it, honestly. He was fifth place at Fort Collins, and it was like, okay. And then going to the Olympics, not on my radar at all. I think he was probably on my radar for a top 10 finish, probably. And I was like, yeah, that's, nothing else. Like, no way, right? No way he's going to make it on the podium. Just the season consistency has not been that good, but he really just blew us away at the Olympics. He was fifth in the short program, which was absolutely amazing. And then he ended up with a pretty clean free skate at the Olympics. He won first place overall, of course. Four skaters that skated after him just lower and lower and lower scores, and he won, and it was the most shocking result of the season. But it has to prove to you, right? It really does have to prove to you that figure skating, the ice is slippery, and you never know what is going to happen in the sport. And this was just one example of that Mikhail Shidorov just no way, right? No way that this happened, but yes, way it did. And he won the Olympic gold. He literally won the Olympic gold. Yeah, and it was like such unexpected, but one of those moments that just like figure skating is a magical sport. Anything can happen. This was just the best result he could have ever asked for, of course, becoming the Olympic champion. And yeah, you gotta give props to him. Very good skates from Mikhail Shidorov. Gosh, this is getting long. Jason Brown from the US is my next skater on the list. Just because, honestly, Jason Brown, he had an okay fall season. I think he was fourth and then fifth at his Grand Prix, Skate America, and then Finlandia Trophy. Went to Nationals, was third after the short. I think he dropped down to eighth after the free. I will never forget this from Jason, but honestly, I love Jason Brown so much that, like, I will always honestly, I will always be devastated. Let's be honest, right? I will always be devastated by like what happened at nationals and that he didn't make the Olympic team. I will always be devastated by that. But there comes a point where I'm just appreciative of the career that Jason Brown gave us. And I'm just appreciative of like the programs and the Riverdance coming back, and Say Something is a beautiful program as well. And I don't know. I don't know. I love Jason Brown. I don't honestly, let me move on because I'm gonna cry, okay? Alright, and then the final skater in the men's to talk about this season. One of my favorites this season was Ilya Malinin, obviously the US. Quad God, breaking that world record at Skate Canada, breaking the world record at what was it? Breaking the world record at the Grand Prix final as well. What is it? 6 quads or something, 7 quads at this point. I don't even know what it is. Went to nationals and did really well. Then, came the Olympics, and he was first after the short program in the individual event, and then he dropped down to eighth after the free skate. And what a devastating result, right? That's no other way to put it. I will always remember how I reacted when I opened up the results of the men's competition and saw that Ilya was like eighth. That was crazy. That was crazy to me. But someone who fights back, and I think going forward, this is gonna be his fuel to do even better. And the next Olympics, like you bet that he's gonna go to the next Olympics and try to win the gold there. And he goes to Worlds and he won the world title. So it shows you that he didn't really let the Olympic result affect him too much. Still went back to the training rank. Still went to skate at Worlds. Won Worlds very healthily by a large amount. Just a good result from Ilya. Good story to see that him not kind of had that Nathan Chen kind of moment. I feel like at the Olympics, where didn't do so well at the Olympics, went to Worlds like Nathan did in 2018, and maybe then the same thing will happen to Ilya in this next Olympics. He'll be the one to win because after Nathan lost and not lost, but he was what fourth in 2018, fifth in 2018, moved to 2022, and he won first there. So maybe the same thing will happen to Ilya in 2030. I don't know. All right, that's the men. Let's talk about the women. Lots of inspirational stories on the women's side as well. Luna Hendricks was a really big moment for me this season. Going to the Olympic qualifier, we hadn't even seen her in a whole year compete, and she secured that spot for Belgium like her life depended on it. Landed those jumps like it was nothing. Pretty good season from Luna Hendricks. Yeah, it was a struggle. Yeah, it definitely was difficult to see Luna Hendricks coming back from injury, coming back from such a major season off, and that's okay though. And then she ended up second at Europeans, which is a really impressive result as well for her. Really good results for Luna Hendricks this season after a difficult season. Definitely a difficult season for Luna Hendricks. Another skater from Belgium we got a shout out is Nina Pinzeroni because she really came out this season. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna do pretty good the whole season, and then at World, I'm gonna like unexpectedly win bronze. I was shocked at Nina Pinzeroni winning bronze at Worlds. I was just like, no way, like good for you. She was not on my radar at all for sure. Never like just not on my radar, and I'm like, yeah, you can never know what happens. And she went to World and she skated the two most clean programs of her life. Beautiful free skate. Her music from her free skate, that piano piece, stunning, just so good from Nina Pinzeroni. Again, ice is slippery, you never know, and I don't know, I feel like her skate at Worlds reminds me of why I love post-Olympic Worlds so much because they bring so much chaos, but obviously in a very good way for some skaters like Nina Pinzeroni who kind of benefited off of all the chaos at Worlds and ended up with a bronze medal there. Okay, good for you, Nina Pinzeroni. Let's also talk about Madeline Skeezes of Canada, another skater who, had some ups and downs this season. My favorite moments from Madeline Skews this whole season, really good triplets, double axle combinations. That's all I have to say about her. Okay, beautiful triplets, double axle combinations, and oh, good. Let's also talk about who is kind of the new queen of European, Nina Petrokina, who just again another skater who kind of was like, yeah, I'm coming back, but you guys won't even know what hit you. She went to a couple competitions in the fall. She was injured most of the fall. I think she went to Estonian nationals, and that might have been it. But then she goes to Europeans, and she was the defending champion, right? She had won in 2025 in Tallinn in Estonia, and she was not gonna let anyone else take that European podium title away from her because she won I Europeans by I believe like 24-ish points or something, 20-ish, 24 points, I believe. She defended, yeah, 25 almost points. And she defended her title like it was her life dependent on it, right? She defended that title like her life depended on it. She won the short program by like 6 points. She won the free skate by like 17 points. And she was not going to she was not gonna let it go. And it's just so impressive. The Dune program worked so well for her. Just good for Nina Petrikina after of course the follow injury and everything. Anastasia Gubanova was another highlight of the season for me. If you recall last year at 2025 Worlds, she wanted a spot for Georgia, ended up placing 25th in the short program, which is a really poor short program there. Had to go to the Olympic qualifier. She was well trained for the Olympic qualifier. Um, really, really well prepared for the Olympic qualifier, and she skated really well. Both her short program and her free skate. Her free skate has kind of been one of the more, I don't know, creative free skates this whole season. Very spoken word. The outfit as well. Um, she did really well in her Grand Prix. She won the bronze at Skate America as well. European, she was 11th in the short, second in the free, I think like fifth or something overall, sixth overall, things like that. What else? She had a pretty decent Olympics, pretty decent World as well. She's gonna skate for another season. Just pretty consistent results for Anastasia Guanova overall, and she should be proud of that. All right, Lara Nakiguman of Italy. This season has just been big for Lara Nakiguman. What is it? She won. Oh my gosh. What did she win in the fall? That I can't remember what she won in the fall. She won some challenger in the fall, if I remember correctly. Yeah, she won the Napella Memorial in the fall. Fifth at Skate Canada, fourth at Skate America. She goes to European. She won the bronze medal at Europeans. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful skate for her as well. Um, and then she goes to the team event. She was so good in the Olympic team event. Again, when it really mattered, just like Matilda, so when it really mattered for her to represent Italy, do super duper well in the Olympic team event, she delivered so much. She delivered so much, and she did so well. Really good. What she was 12th or no, she was 15th in the individual event, and then she placed fifth in Prague at Worlds and did super well in Prague as well. All right, couple more skaters. All these next five skaters are from Japan. Yuna Aoki, you know I have to talk about Yuna Aoki because I love Yuna Aoki so much. Yuna Aoki from Japan. What a season for her. And I know it's been hard. And I know that, it wasn't perfect season at all. And, she is not maybe the most consistent technically. And she doesn't have the highest technical capabilities. And she doesn't have this or that. And she was sixth at both of her Grand Prix. And she was fifth at the Japan Japanese Nationals. She was fifth at Japan, which is a huge achievement. She was so excited when she saw her free skate score. Then she got to go to Four Continents, and she wins Four Continents with just an amazing La La Land free skate. Beautiful La La Land free skate. I will remember that skate for a while. She so good from her. I mean, it really was a moment. It was gonna be her last, thing the whole season. She wasn't gonna skate anymore this season, and so what a moment from Yuna Aoki to skate at Fort Collins and win the gold there over, Amy Nakai and Moni Chiba, who were going to the Olympics. But she decided to really wake up and be like, no, you know what? Let me just skate my heart out. And maybe this isn't the Olympics that I wanted to go to, but I'm going to make the best of this opportunity. And that's something inspirational that to take. That was something inspirational definitely to take from Yuna Aoki. Moni Chiba had a really up and down season as well. Moni Chiba from Japan. You got to think about those three competitions in a row, right? She was at Grand Prix final. She was first at the short, dropped down to fifth after the free skate. Went to Japanese nationals, didn't do so well there. Four Continents, she was third there as well. Just not that good. Goes to the Olympics, fourth place at the Olympics. Kind of upsetting. But the free skate at Worlds, I'll remember it. The Romeo and Juliet at Worlds, beautiful, beautiful skate at Worlds because she won silver at Worlds this season. Beautiful skate from not Unit AOK, Monet Chiba there. I mean, I will remember this Romeo and Juliet skate for a while. That choreo sequence is beautiful. The lunge, the spiral, the split jump, just so beautiful from Monet Chiba. And it's a hard season. It's a hard season. But you know what? She did pretty good. I don't really care. She did really good. I'm excited to see what will happen to her next and if she can get more consistent and hopefully get an Olympic medal next time. Rino Matsuke, oh my gosh, it's been a long season. I feel like I haven't seen Rino Matsuke skate in a while, and that's because I haven't because they don't give her international assignments. But Rina Matsuke, she was what? Bronze at Finlandia Trophy, sixth place at Cup of China. I love her Nutcracker skate so much, and her free skate at Finlandia Trophy was a really magical one. She should know that. She should know that. Amy Nakai, the youngster from Japan. Oh my gosh, where did she even come from? Right? Where did Amy Nakai even come from? I don't even know. I don't even know where Amy Nakai came from. She just kind of came out of nowhere, and she was really good on the junior level. I did not expect her to be this good on the senior level. She went to her first competition was Grand Prix de France, and she won that thing so well. I mean, it was like what? Two triple axles done, so much youthful energy, so much joy in her skating. She did pretty okay at Skate Canada, went to Grand Prix final. She was what, third at Grand Prix final or something? I can't remember. Second at Four Continents. She goes to the Olympics. She was first at the short program at the Olympics, actually, in the individual event. Did have a few mistakes in the free skate to drop down to third overall, but just an amazing debut senior season for Amy Nakai. I mean, like you can't wish for anything better, right? An Olympic bronze medal in your senior debut season is a really magical moment for sure. Of course, we have to talk about if we're talking about Japan, we have to talk about a legend of the sport now, and that is Kaori Sakamoto. In her last season, in Kaori Sakamoto's last season, she really did pretty much everything, right? She did all that she could. She made sure that she was going to retire off of a really good season. She was second at Grand Prix de France, and then she was gold at the NHK Trophy with a really good skate. Third place at Grand Prix Final, won the national title for the sixth time, which is one of those new records or something, one of those new unprecedented things. Did really, really well in the individual event as well. She was second in the individual event, and then in the short program, and then she was what, second as well in the free skate. Did have a couple issues on it, but it's fine. It's fine. Oh, I mean, it was a beautiful thing. And then she decides to go to Worlds because why not, right? Why not go to Worlds to end off your season? And she wins her fourth world title there, which is just such an amazing, magical moment. World records in the component scores. Just such an emotional moment, I feel like, for everyone watching around the world. 2026 World Figure Skating Champion is another title, right? Just another title, but four titles for her overall in the world, two Olympic medals, so many achievements to be proud of for Kaori Sakamoto to leave behind a really good career. All right. Another moment that was really important for me was Yulia Sauter and her free skate at the Olympics. She's from Romania. And the Olympic moment, I feel like, is one of those things that gets thrown around a lot. But this was one of those Olympic moments for me personally. I mean, this is such a great free skate from Yulia Sauter. It was a beautiful free skate. Her triple lutz is high. Man, that thing goes so, so high. And it's a beautiful triple lutz. And the rest of her jumps were so beautiful, and she skated her heart out, and I generally do feel like it felt like it. She was just skating, not to put on a show, not to put on anything, a costume or a mask or anything. She was skating for herself. She was skating to show the world who she was, and it was the most magical free skate for Yulia Sauter. Such a beautiful free skate for her. I'm happy that she had that Olympic moment. Her scream and the kiss and cry was beautiful as well. Yeah. The Star Andrews moment I want to point out is her free skate at Skate America, at 2025 Skate America, which was, a new personal best for her. It was one of those moments for Star Andrews. A beautiful, beautiful free skate at Skate America. She was fifth place overall there, new personal best in the short program. So much fun in the short program to run the world and the free skate, the vampire theme free skate with her vocals in it. Beautiful as well. I hope she has a lot of success in her Paris career as well. Um, but just a beautiful, beautiful free skate. I'll remember the vampire free skate for Star Angela a lot. Amory Glenn, Amory Glenn, Amory Glenn, Amory Glenn, of course. Like it was hard. It was a hard season for Amber Glenn. Like, let's be honest, it was a hard season to watch Amber Glenn skate, and not the best season for Amber Glenn. Not maybe the season she wanted, but so much inspiration for Amber Glenn. Just to think that she has been through so much, and she inspires me a lot because she's been through a lot, but she's still skating, and she's still skating for what she wants, and she's still landing triple axels all over the place. And there's just a couple of moments here and there that I'll always be very, very happy about, like the third national title in a row for Amber Glenn, as well as the third place in the stripping at Worlds with that beautiful triple axel as well. Yeah. Amber Glenn. I could make a whole episode. Honestly, I kind of wanted to make a whole episode about the Bleed Angels and stuff, but who knows? Okay, Isabel Levito. Oh gosh, like Isabel Levito. I feel like she's had a really good season. To me, she is the most consistent American. She's the most consistent of the American woman, or she has been leading the American woman over this past quad, and she has been very, very. She's been a very good skater, and she did really well at her Grand Prix. I think she was fourth, and then she was second or something at Skate Canada as well. Isabella Vito, her free skate, her strip program first, beautiful. Zuby Zuby Zoo, yes. Her free skate to Say by Jackie Evancho, or performed by Jackie Evancho, beautiful, just stunning. And I truly do think Isabella Vito had, just some of the best programs this whole season. And she went to Worlds. She was fourth at World. The Olympics maybe didn't go so well as she wanted, but who cares? And she had a really good skate this whole season. I'm really happy with Isabella Vito and her season. I'm excited to see what she'll do next. I'm also excited, of course, about Alyssa Liu, our Olympic champion, our 2026 Olympic champion, Alyssa Liu. I mean, like imagine going from skater to like international phenomenon, right? Like international stardom. That's what it feels like for Alyssa Liu. I mean, like genuinely, genuinely. I mean, like how? I mean, at the beginning of the season, we were like, okay, Lady got free skate, not the best free skate. And then she went back to MacArthur Park and she went back to Promise and she was skating her programs. And it just felt like normal. Like she's just a normal skater. And then she goes to nationals and she wins silver there. It gets a lot more media attention. I feel like she goes to the Olympics. She wins the gold at the Olympics, of course, because she's amazing, because Alyssa Liu is amazing. Winning the gold at the Olympics, just such a moment for her, becoming Olympic champion, her gala program. And now I see every single day on the internet, I see something new about her, and new interview, new, I don't know, new fan thing, and people want to dye their hair like her hair, or they want to learn her choreography to her stateside gala. Stuff like that. I don't know. Alyssa Liu is such a phenomenon, and I made a whole episode about Alyssa Liu and her cultural, I don't know, her interesting cultural takeover, if that makes sense, and her personality and her nonchalantness and everything. And if you want to go check it out, go check it out. But I think it was a couple, I don't know, like 3-ish, 4-ish episodes ago, probably. But yeah, 4-ish episodes ago. But I don't know. Such a weird, and not a weird, but very interesting story. Another scare I want to talk about is Brady Tennell. Brady Tennell, oh man, I really do love Brady, right? Didn't go to the 2022 Olympics because of injury. Came back for this 2026 Olympic cycle, wanting to fight, had injuries a couple times, came back fighting this season, really. Her short program to Young and Beautiful was beautiful. Her free skate to the mission, also very beautiful, especially at US Nationals. That was a moment where I don't know, maybe she knew that she wasn't going to make the Olympic team. It was going to be hard for her to make the Olympic team for sure, but she skated her heart out there. And I really did feel that she was doing that in front of the whole crowd, the whole audience. I'm going to remember that skate from Brady to now, right? Okay, I really want to hurry through the pairs and Icelands. Not that there's a lot to talk about. I don't really watch. I've been geeking out a little too much over the men's and the women's pairs. Okay, Pereira Micho. I mean, their moment for me was Worlds. They won a world bronze Ferrari show. What an amazing moment for the two of them. A pair that's not even been around for a long time. They've only existed. They've only been together this quad, and they won a bronze at Worlds. Slade, Dudek, and Deschamps. What a story together. Those two coming together. Later in their careers, later in life, and just having really good skates for themselves. Injury, but they still made it to the Olympics. Still did pretty decent at the Olympics. Another story to talk about, Swan Han from China coming back just really unexpectedly. I honestly forgot that they, had come back, that they wanted to come back, that they were on the Grand Prix assignment schedule. But they were skaters and they were like, yeah, we're going to come back. 2022 Olympic champions. Like, we literally had not seen them since Beijing 2022. Didn't even know that they were competing together. Didn't even know that they were training together. Was it in secret? Who knows? But they decided to come back and they did not have a bad season. I mean, like, for just like, let's just come back, right? Like, for a season where they just came back, this was a really good this was such a really good season for them. I mean, they went to Cup of China, they won the bronze there, they were bronze at NHK Trophy, they went to the Olympics, they were silver for continents, right? They went to the Olympics, they were um what they were fifth place at the Olympics together, and that's a really good result. Just I don't know, just a good moment, right? Just a good moment, and then their kind of final retirement, just saying like, "Yeah, we're good, we're good. No more skating for us." I don't know, just like kind of a random comeback, but a comeback that was a really good comeback, and a comeback that showed, that maybe they wanted to show themselves that they could still do it, and just really good from Swan Han to come back, the Olympic champions themselves, and to skate another Olympic season, and to have a really good finish. Hasse Volinen of Germany also had a really good season this whole season, right? They had a really dominating score. I think that was at Nebelhorn Trophy that I was shocked at. And then they had a couple of competitions here and there. They had a couple here and there. Did they win Grand Prix final? No, I think they were bronze at Grand Prix final, I believe. And then they went to the Olympics. They were first after the short program of the Olympics. Did drop down to the third after the free skate. But such a good season, especially from this new pair that has not been around for a while. Hasse Volin have not been around together for a while, and really good results from them. Conti Machi, the Italian pair, I wanted them to win an Olympic medal so bad because their Caruso free skate is so beautiful. But they still won bronze, not bronze, silver, I believe, at Grand Prix final. They still went to Europeans. Wait, did they go to Europeans? I can't even remember. Did they even go to European people? I have no idea, but they were stunning. They were really no, they did not go to Europeans. They were stunning in the team event in the short program. They were sixth place overall at the individual event. Their Carrizo is beautiful. I mean, I will remember their Carrizo for a very, very long time. It was beautiful. They won third in the team event anyway. Who cares? Who cares? I really care about Miura Kihara of Japan. They have really been the leaders of the Paris field since the last Olympic cycle, and they have, struggled with injury here and there, not the best placements here and there. But this competition or this season just felt like a victory lap season for them, Miura and Kihara. They won gold at the Grand Prix final, and then they went to the Olympics and they set a brand new world record in the free skate after a little disappointing short program. They won the gold overall, and the reaction from Riki Miura was just everything to see for them. Their teammates, I want to talk about Nagaoka Moriguchi, had a really good season as well. They had a really good season as well in terms of the kind of the ups and downs, right? They did not maybe have the best season in the beginning. I think they won, what was it? Did they won bronze? Um, they won bronze at no, they did not win bronze. They were fourth at NHK Trophy, fourth at Finlandia Trophy, but they went to Four Continents. They were bronze at Four Continents. Unfortunately, didn't qualify to the free skate at the Olympics. But then they went to Worlds and they placed fourth at Worlds with two really, really good skates from that at Worlds. And they were 22nd last year at Worlds. To move it to fourth overall at Worlds is just really good for them. I was so happy watching them skate after kind of the struggles at. Their whole season, right? The struggles their whole season, not making the Olympic, um, what is it? The Olympic free skate, unfortunately, but just a really good, really good season for them to end off strong like that. Cam O'Shea, the from the US, the moment I want to talk about Cam and O'Shea, obviously, I think. The moment for Cam O'Shea for me was that team event free skate where they hung on to those throw jumps like it was everything. They knew they needed to place well for Team USA in the pairs event. And pairs is not the strongest discipline for Team USA, but they fought to get that Olympic gold for Team USA. I want to remember Ellie Cam hanging on to those jumps like it's nothing. She was like, I'm not letting this gold get away from me. And she did not. Yeah, that's exactly what she said. All right. Ice dance. Let's quickly go through ice dance. Harrison Chan from Australia. Why are they here? Just because I love their skating. Just because I think they deserve so much better. I think they had a really good season. I mean, they were fifth at Four Continents, which is a really good result for them. They were really good here and there. They were really, really good. Gillis and Poirier of Canada, of course. I have to talk about them. Gillis and Poirier of Canada. So good. I mean, they had a couple struggles this season, right? Maybe not the best. What was it? Not the best performance at the Grand Prix final. I think they were fourth at Grand Prix final, devastatingly fourth at Grand Prix final. Unfortunately, they went to Canadian Nationals. They won Canadian Nationals, and then at the Olympics, they really, 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 really wanted an Olympic medal, and yes, they did get the Olympic medal. Third in the rhythm dance, third in the free skate. The reaction to getting their bronze medal in the kiss and cry, knowing that they were going to get their bronze medal, was everything. Their Vincent free dance was everything. It was a moment of the ice dance event for me. It was so beautiful, so stunning, just so good from Gillis and Poirier in the free dance at the Olympics. Then they went to Worlds and they decided, why not? Wuthering Heights, why not bring that back? And they had the biggest moment for me at Worlds as well, bringing back their Wuthering Heights free dance. Just so good, so good. I will never forget them just bringing it back for no reason. Another team from Canada, La Joie La Gade, they really impressed me this whole season, bringing back their Nureyev free dance. I think their Nureyev free dance is one of the most stunning ice dance programs, like, to exist. Not to exist, but it's just elegant, just stunning, and I'm glad they brought it back for the Olympic season. I think they got a lot of flack, honestly, for bringing it back, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it particularly at the team event at the Olympics. Stunning, dramatic, beautiful, all those adjectives, yes. Turkilevich Lewis from Finland, struggling with injury this season, didn't come back until Finnish nationals, and then they ended up going to um Europeans and not doing, the absolute best. But then they decided to go to the Olympics anyway. Maybe didn't have the best season overall. But they decided to go to the Olympics. And what was it? At the Olympics, they were, gosh, I don't even remember. At the Olympics, they were 12th place at the Olympics, but they were still really good. The withdrawal at Worlds hurts, but I hope we see them again. I hope we see them have a good season. Next season, hopefully go to finish Worlds in Finland. I want to see it from them. But yeah, really good skates from Julia Turkila, Matthias Fish Lewis. Fear and Gibson, I mean, they had a pretty good ups and downs, right? They had a pretty good ups and downs. They won that bronze at the Grand Prix final, which is really good for them. The bronze at Europeans at Sheffield at home was such a big, exciting moment for the crowd. Twizzle errors did mess them up, unfortunately, there. And then at the Olympics as well, Twizzle errors did mess them up. And then at Worlds, I still don't get what happened. Their lift had errors or something. I don't even know, but it was still a good performance. And they're a young team, and I'm sure they're going to be the ones to really dominate this next quad for ice dance. Guignard Fabri from Italy. I mean, maybe in their last season skating at the Italian Olympics, they're a moment for me, my moment for them, or my moment where they were, I don't know, my moment personally, that my favorite moment from them. I don't even know what I'm saying. My favorite moment from them, that free dance at the team event in the Olympics to Diamanti, beautiful skate, beautiful dance, beautiful crowd behind them, contributed to the team event bronze for Italy. I love, yes. Okay, Reed and Bluvicius from Lithuania, finally getting Allison Reed Lithuanian citizenship to compete at the Olympics, of course. Last year, they didn't qualify to the free dance at Worlds, didn't get a spot at Worlds for the Olympics, sorry. And then they went to the Olympic qualifier, won the Olympic qualifier, skated superbly at the Olympic qualifier, and they had a really dominating season. They qualified to the Grand Prix final, which was really unexpected. I did not put them on my radar. They were really good there as well. Did pretty good at Europeans. I don't even know what they were at Worlds. Let me see. What were they at Worlds? I can't remember, but they were pretty good. I mean, they were pretty good, right? They were pretty good at Worlds. They were fifth at Europeans with a couple struggles. Who cares? They were what sixth place in at the Olympics, and then they were seventh place at Worlds. But they had a really good Grand Prix final. Just really good. Yeah, really good performances from them, and I was really happy seeing them. Lim and Kwan from South Korea, I just like their free skate. I mean, their free dance with the military man leading his wife. That was a good moment. Carrera Ponomarenko had a really good season. Bringing back their perfume free dance is such a good decision. Like, how do you make a good decision? Just look at what they did. Just look at what CPOM did. Carrera Ponomarenko knew how to bring back a good program, and they brought it back. They really did bring it back. Chalk and Bates. Let's talk about Chalk and Bates, right? I love Chalk and Bates, and honestly, this season was a whole struggle for Chalk and Bates. Kind of having a struggle in the beginning. The free dance with the painted black Spanish flamenco theme didn't really get across at first, but then I ended up really liking it. Went to Grand Prix final, won the gold there. Went to nationals, won the gold again there, and then went to the Olympics where everyone knows that they should have won, but stuff happened. Everyone knows they should have won, right? Let's be honest. But they're a really good team, and I think they're retired now, Chalking Bates, but love them so much. Green and Parsons, I enjoy Green and Parsons as well. Green and Parsons, so good. Green Parsons, so good. I mean, I think they deserve a lot, right? They deserve a lot, and they won what, silver or something at Fort Collins, but they should have gone to the Olympics. I really wish they went to the Olympics. I want them to compete for another Olympic cycles. I want to see Green and Parsons at the Olympics. They're so good. And then lastly, the team that just had the biggest uproar this whole season, right, was Zingas and Kolesnik, right? Let's be honest, Zingas and Kolesnik this whole season. What the heck? What the actual heck? So good from them. This team. I mean, I didn't even think that they were gonna make the. They were a possibility, but not like a huge possibility. And they ended up just doing so well this whole season. Won medals at both of their Grand Prix. Went to the Grand Prix final. They were, I think, sixth at the Grand Prix final. But then they went to nationals. They were second at nationals, which is an amazing result. They were at the Olympics, fifth place at the Olympics in their Olympic debut for a very young team. So good. And then they went to Worlds and they won third at Worlds in their their debut together. Wait, have they been to Worlds before? I don't even remember. But they were third at Worlds, and that's all that matters. And that was a huge result for Zingas and Kolesnik to win third place at Worlds this season after such a long season, really proving that they are the next US ice dance leaders. And very, very good season from them. But yeah, that's kind of it. I know that was a lot. I know I ranted a lot. I'm sorry. That's basically the whole podcast anyway. But I ranted a lot about a lot of different scares. I hope you enjoyed. But I will see you next week for an episode on the Blade Angels. Maybe, I don't know. I want to reflect more on the season. Maybe something from the Blade Angels. But I'm so happy with this Olympic skate season. I mean, so many things happened, and that was a good recap of stuff that happened. But yeah, thank you so much for listening to this episode of a Latino Skating Podcast. My name is Zango. I hope you enjoyed listening to me rant about all of these skaters, my favorite moments of this season from them, everything I learned from them, and I will see you next week for something about the Blade Angels. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? And bye bye. I literally forgot to say that. And bye bye. See you next week. And bye bye. I had to edit that in. Oh my gosh. And bye bye.